Hello, welcome to the financial edition of Ottawa Expert Show. I'm your host, Andrew Bradley, and tonight we are talking about investing in real estate and how to increase the value of your own home. If you have questions about real estate investment or questions about selling your home, please give us a call at 613-728-1001, and we'll try our best to answer them. Tonight joining me is Paul Rushforth, broker and owner of Paul Rushforth Real Estate. He's also the host of a radio show, Open House, with the Real Estate Mortgage Show. And he also has a Gemini Award nominated TV show, All for Nothing. Thanks for joining for tonight's. Excuse me. Thanks for joining us tonight, Paul.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Good. So you know a thing or two about selling homes. What do you think about using your home as an investment? I know there's a lot of kind of talk about people talking about it's not an investment. It is. What's kind of your take on that?
I think there's no better way to build wealth and build and secure your financial future than owning real estate. Whether it be your own home, I mean, that's an investment, whether it be multi-units, whether it be lots of other units, but every door counts towards building financial wealth. And I strongly believe it's not the only way, but it's the way that I've chosen to go, and it's the way we like to lead our clients and our customers.
Okay. How is the market here in Ottawa? I mean, I know that usually when they talk generally, nationally, they talk about national numbers, but there's definitely a lot of local influence on the real estate market. This being a government town, is it pretty stable in terms of?
It's very isolated and insulated. We've seen over the last 13 years, we've seen about an average of 6.5% increase in the average sale price. And I think we're at the sort of the tail end of that. Last year was a little bit slower, and this year we're seeing not a correction, but a very stagnant market. We're seeing lots of listings on the market. In fact, at one point we're up to 9,000 listings on the market. Now, as we get to the sort of the fall, getting towards Christmas, we're down to about 7,400 listings. So we're seeing homes coming off the market, whether it be by sales or by people taking it off for the time being. But in general, we've been in a very, very secure and it's been a beautiful market here in Ottawa. When other markets are volatile, going up, going down, we see what's going on in the States. We're not getting that in Ottawa. We're getting a very, very safe market. Ottawa is still one of the cheapest capital cities in the world to live in. Our average sale price is right in line with where it should be. And it's just not, there's no better place in North America to own investments and to own real estate than in the Ottawa market. Yeah,
I absolutely agree. With all the kind of talk also in the news and media, there's about a housing bubble. If you look at a chart, like housing prices have increased. Sadly, so there was a little bit of a dip a few years ago, but that just kind of a little bit of a level off now. Do you see that bubble coming?
I don't see it coming in Ottawa. I don't see it coming in Canada. We've seen sharp increases in places like in the West, out in Vancouver. We've seen even in Toronto, we've seen sharp increases. Last month in Toronto, they were up 18%. So I don't see it in Ottawa. We don't do the big swings. We just do a nice, constant, steady increase here in Ottawa. I don't see a bubble. And I mean, real estate in general in this area is very, very secure. We're a government town. No job more safe than being in the government. I say that now, even though we've had all the layoffs, but really the government sector is what's driving our economy, and real estate's coming right behind it. So.
Okay. From what I know, anyways, about like Toronto, you talk about Toronto, Vancouver, they have a lot of outside people coming in and investing in houses, and is that what drives the prices up, like condos and stuff like that? Is that?
You have a lot of, I mean, there's 100,000 immigrants a year coming into, sorry, there's actually more than that. So there's 250 immigrants coming to Canada every year, and about 100,000 of them are going to Toronto. So you're having a lot of, and immigrants nowadays aren't coming with no money. They're coming with big money, and so that they're going to places like Toronto. A large chunk are going to Toronto. A lot of foreign money, investor money is coming into Vancouver, China, Japan. All those places are bringing in their foreign money. So what you're seeing there is you're seeing all these spikes. Those are probably the only two areas in Canada that have. We have to be careful. We have to look out for those areas, but there's a lot of very secure areas in Canada. Ottawa leading the way, obviously.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people make comparisons to the U.S. and what happened there, but I mean, here in Canada, I mean, you can't use your mortgage as a tax break, which happened in the U.S. People would, take whatever equity they have in their home, whatever their value of their home was exaggerated.
Yeah.
Get that money, go and spend, buy a boat, buy a new car,
Well,
and then lose your job and just go right under.
Absolutely. I mean, our lending practices here in Canada are entirely different. I mean, we're not lending money to, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to someone without a job.
Yeah.
And I think what happened in the States, if you're able to write off your entire mortgage, why not go up your mortgage as much as you can to go buy cars and buy this? If you're able to write it off, and that's where they got into trouble. Here in Canada, we can't write off our mortgage. No. So, and Canadians in general have lots of equity in their home. We're very conservative. We're very safe. And I strongly believe because of that and because of the practices that the banks have put into place, we will not be in a position like the States. We just won't.
Yeah. No, I don't see it happening here. So speaking of equity and that kind of area, how do you, or what things do you look at when you do a valuation on a home? If I'm a homeowner, what kind of things?
In terms of how to increase the equity in your home, or what renovations to do to increase the value of the home? Or?
No, just like in general, determining the value of your home. A lot of people kind of guesstimate how much their house is they're valued at. Sometimes they think it's worth more than it really is. How would you?
Well, first of all, the biggest myth is that we price the home.
Yeah.
We don't price the home. The market prices the home. Okay. So if I'm coming into your house, Andrew, and you're asking me for a price of your home, I'm not just throwing a dart at a board and saying it's $400,000.
I have some IKEA shelves.
Your IKEA shelves really help. No. Okay. But I'm looking at the tangible upgrade. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at, first of all, the actives that are on the market, just to see what your competition is.
Yeah.
But really, market value is based on the solds. So what we will then look at is all the solds in the marketplace. We're going to look at this one that might be a little bit less than yours, maybe this one that's a little bit more than yours, and it's like a forensic science. Like we're able to come down to the exact value of your home, and the difference between an average realtor and some of the best realtors is we're able to show you exactly the value of your home through the evidence and use that as part of our marketing plan. 90% of what we do is pricing the home properly. If we're not pricing it properly, you're not getting the money in your pocket that you deserve.
That's right. And that's why you see a lot of these, see a lot of grapevine and sell your own home kind of things coming up. I mean, you're missing out having that kind of expertise of looking at the market and someone has experience selling homes and what to evaluate on, and you're just...
I don't like to maybe pinpoint certain companies. Let's just say for sale by owners. When you look at the for sale by owners and even you look at discount brokerages and that, what you're missing out on is the expertise. Is really what you're missing out on. And like I said, 90% of what we do is finding that marketing price and marketing your home. It's the other 10% which makes us the best, and that's the tangible, marginal things that allow you to get more money in your pocket. And when people don't understand this, and there's probably 99% of the real estate agents that don't understand this. There is less than 40% of homes that hit the market selling.
Really?
Less than 40%. 4 in 10 actually sell. So you tell me, can you do it yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have heart surgery with a surgeon who has done it once. I want to go with someone who's done it multiple times, knows what they're doing, and it's the track record that I'm looking for. I want the track record. I want that professional who knows what they're doing in order to get your home sold.
Yeah. No, exactly. I agree with you. Even in my industry with life insurance, there's a lot of people that will, you can buy it online, you can buy it over the phone. But it's such a complicated product, there's a lot of kind of gotchas hidden in there, and you're not going to see those gotchas until you go to make a claim. And I mean, do you really want to be getting one of those gotchas?
Well, just like every industry, your industry, mortgage industry, real estate industry, you really, I mean, I don't know what the bars of entry into yours, but the bars of entry into my industry are very low. And you have the cowboys, and then you have the real professionals. And my opinion always is there's a reason you have a Tim Hortons and a Starbucks, right? Someone's willing to go to Starbucks and pay a little bit more for an experience, right? It's the same thing in real estate, same thing in insurance. People want that experience, and 10% of the market is going to be going after only price. Who's the cheapest? 90% of the market wants who's going to get my job done, who's the best at what they do, and how do I get those results?
Yeah.
And I think 90% of the people are looking for results.
Exactly. I mean, I was on your site and I watched a video. One of your team members made a point about speaking about discount brokerages and sell by owner. The value that having a professional adds to that people just don't see and understand the guidance and the I mean, I think in regards to selling homes, they think, well, I'm going to save this much X amount of dollars. We're not paying a commission to a real estate agent, but they don't notice that, the real estate agent is getting paid a commission for a reason. He's going to get you more for your home.
Well, people who are trying to do it on their own, people automatically, I mean, who are you, let's try to say you're trying to sell your home on your own, or with a, discount brokerage. Who are you attracting? You're attracting bargain hunters, investors, people that aren't going to pay you top dollar for your home.
Yeah.
When we take the lead on your listing, we're looking after the military, the relocation buyer, someone who's always using a real estate agent, the qualified buyer, man or woman, they don't have time to be searching on their own. We help them with that. We're working with first-time home buyers. They're nervous, they're scared.
Yeah.
They want expertise, and what people don't realize, it doesn't cost you a penny when you're buying real estate. So why not go through the expertise of having someone represent you in your biggest purchase of your life?
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's not a simple purchase. There's a lot of complications. A lot of things can go wrong.
The last thing you want is to end up in litigation because you didn't know how to protect yourself.
Exactly.
And that's where an expert will be able to come in and really show you how to protect yourself, how to write up the right clauses, and make sure that everything is seamless and smooth.
Yeah. No, I understand. I mean, I think a lot of people kind of assume that, especially when the market's really hot, that they just have to put a for sale sign on their lawn and sellers or buyers are going to come walking in and write them a check and it's all done. But there's a lot more to the process, and there's a lot.
You know what? In really hot markets, sometimes you can see a for sale by owner or someone who's willing to go out the cheap way. You know what? They may get it done. They're going to lose a lot of money and they're going to leave it on the table, even in hot markets. But it's in more challenging markets like this where you really need the expertise. You really need the expertise of a professional to get your home sold. And it's in fact, I enjoy challenging markets because it allows us to separate ourselves from the competition, because a cowboy just can't get it done anymore.
Exactly. That's when you really need to have that marketing process and skills that's going to attract the buyers when there's not a smaller pool. You need to attract them to you.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Where are some of the hot spots here in Ottawa right now that are for new homes? Or
well, it all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for more of a, are we talking to live in, or are we talking as an investment now? Because to live is your priority. I mean, if you like to be in a condo downtown and have the lifestyle of walking to the coffee shops and that, great. If you want to be out in the country, great. Wherever you want to live, that's your lifestyle. Where are some of the hot spots where prices are really solid and on the rise? Your downtown sector will always be your richest area. And then as you sort of get out towards the suburbs and then out to the country, it gets less and less and less expensive. Out in the suburbs, you're going to see a lot more families, a lot more first-time home buyers, a lot more move-up buyers. And then as you get into the downtown core, you're going to see more young professionals, more the yuppie type, and then downsizers, the man or the woman who have had the 4,000 square foot home and they're looking to downsize and they don't want the maintenance and they're looking at that condo or that attached bungalow or something like that. Then they're sort of moving more into the core, and that's common. I mean, the trend is first-time home buyers into their terrace home, into their townhome, into their bigger single, bungalow, and then eventually a condominium. And usually it starts out in the suburbs and moves all the way into the city.
Yeah, big full circle, right?
Full circle.
Yeah. I guess we can expect to see that more too with the boomer generation kind of moving out of the suburbs and into condos.
It's funny, we're seeing anything from a 25-year-old to a 75-year-old getting into low maintenance properties. The country properties are not the most popular thing anymore. They used to be. Now we're seeing people who don't want the big yards. They don't want the maintenance and the headache. They just want to spend more time as a family and be out on the road and skiing and doing all their sports. And they're not looking for the maintenance.
No, perfect. Okay, thanks. So now we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back to speak more with Paul.